In these studies, it was also suggested that there was some indication that female teachers, they use more modern teaching approaches such as participation and problem solving methods. So as we all know that modern teaching asks for such approaches in which there is a lot of participation in discussion, and there are many approaches to solve the problems of the students by discussing them with the students. So that is one of the modern techniques which, according to the study, has been used by the female teachers. On the other hand, the male teachers do not encourage themselves to use the modern teaching approaches, such as getting involved into discussions and trying to find out solutions for the problems that the students or the teachers are facing. Their attitude is not very positive towards solving problems, and they do not work on the methods which are known to be the modern methods of discussing, participating, and being a part of the student's family in order to find out the reasons for any problems that are arising. So according to the study that has been done by Haruna Jatoi, Gender of Teachers and Teaching Practices in Pakistani Schools, she refers to Avalos and Haddad, 1985, on pages 14 to 15, and she mentions that this has been already discussed by other social scientists, and she refers to the same situation in the Pakistani context. Although Avalos and Haddad, they have not referred to this according to the Pakistani context, but by referring to the same situation which has been faced by the study done by Avalos and Haddad, Haruna refers to the same situation to be in the Pakistani context. So that means this situation is also happening in other parts of the world where such studies are being done, and it is considered that the male teachers, they refrain from modern teaching methods. They do not take teaching to be a part of themselves, as to be participating in the discussions, in the learning processes. Rather, they just restrict themselves to traditional teaching methods in which the knowledge is transmitted from the book to the student by a lecture, by a teacher-centered class. It is not a learner-centered class in which the learner is allowed to participate and give suggestions and opinions, and the teacher also participates equally with the students to find out the solutions that are being discussed in the classroom. So this is the Pakistani context in which we come to know that the attitude of the female teachers is more towards the modern teaching, and probably they are accepting the modern approaches because they do find that there is a benefit in having these modern approaches engage the students and then make learning possible for the students with the help of the teachers' participation. So altogether, the modern technology and the modern approach is being used by the female teachers more in the Pakistani context in order to make it happen. And that is why they are being rewarded more for their efforts, and that is probably the reason that they are more satisfied in their teaching careers, and they find it also a way to expose themselves to the society and the community in order to learn more and contribute more.